It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. Yeah, it's all good. We still gonna hit it. We still gonna hit it while we here. This your partner, Frankie P, baby. We gonna You're here because we gonna crush 2024. We gonna crush it. We gonna crush 2024. But for some reason, as we're going along, we always falter along. And what I'm going to share with you today is 5 reasons that you're probably not hitting your goals in years past. You haven't been hitting it, but yet this year is going to be different. I'm going to share with you why. And some of the things I've been looking at over and over and over again, because we kind of go through the same things over and over and over again, year after year, and we can't figure out why. And that's called what? Insanity, right? It's called insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we're expecting a different result. When you are setting a New Year's resolution, here are some of the things that I've uncovered that are holding us back. And I want to share with you a couple of different ways that you can use some tools to get you to hit your New Year's resolution going into this year. One thing that I've seen is that's holding us back is the first thing is we really don't have a direction. We have a wish list that we put together, but we haven't set a direction of where we want to go. That's one of the first keys to have a direction. When people say, okay, well, I'm going to set a goal for 2024, 2025, whatever the year is going to be. When you try to set that goal and you put unrealistic expectations upon yourself, that one specific action will kind of hold you back. And here's why. It's because your brain or your body would not let you go further than what your mind actually believes that you can do. So we are setting unrealistic goals. Okay, I'm gonna hit that $1 million mark this year, but you haven't made 100 grand. Okay, let's first hit let's first set some realistic small benchmarks. Then we can kind of move along. What I've done this year, and maybe you can come along with me in this journey. I've decided that I am going to have my focus on becoming a happier and more joyous person. No, what do I mean? I put together this. It's an acronym, and I've put it's FEFEFE, which is fee. No, what does it stand for? Come on, Frankie P, talk to me, baby. Well, the first FE is to feel. I want you to feel the things that are going right. Feel the environment. Feel as you're going along. I want you to feel the experience that is happening. When you are at home, be present. When with your spouse, be present. Don't be at the game. Don't be at work. When you're at work, you may not want to hear it, but be at work. Okay? When you giving a man your time, give the man your time. When you are out and you're with your significant other or your family, don't scroll. Feel the experience of the moment. Be present. That's the one key. Be present. If you're going to make a resolution to be present in every single moment of the day, whatever you're doing. If you work, and one of the sayings, what do they say? You work hard, you play hard. Well, when you're at work, work. When you're at play, play. When you are enjoying life, enjoy life. The second FE, I want you to find the enjoyment. I want you to find the enjoyment of the experience, regardless of what you're doing. Find the enjoyment. While you're feeling that experience, all experiences are not going to be great. They're not going to feel good. All of them are not going to feel good. But what I am encouraging you to do is when you're going through this tribulation, There is a reason that you're going through it. I want you to find what that enjoyment could be. Find the reason that you may be going through that trying time. And when people say, well, I'm going through this season, the seasons don't last forever. I'm going to share with you a little later, probably a little later this month, of how you can immediately turn that around and begin to make that work for you. But the second FE is what? I'm talking about, I said, find the enjoyment. So you're going to what? Number one, feel the experience. The second thing is you're going to find the enjoyment. Find the enjoyment of each and every single action, each and every single moment that you're taking through the day. When it's, and like I said, when it doesn't feel good, find out within in your internal dialogue, what is happening now that I am not, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to learn from this particular situation to help me enjoy this moment? And when I say enjoyment, it's to help you start going towards the enjoyment portion. And the third FE, you've already felt the experience. You found you find the enjoyment, and then you follow the expansion. So the third thing is follow the expansion. Everything grows. Nothing stays the same. Everything is either growing or is dying. Nothing stays the same. So what do I mean when I say follow the expansion? And I talked about this on point number 2. If things aren't going the right way, find out why you are feeling and follow the path that whatever you call your higher power, source, God, I don't know, whatever you call it, but the source or the God is going to give you a direction to go. Then as you're finding the enjoyment, then your source or your God source is going to speak to you and give you a direction. It may not be anything that's out of this, where they're screaming at you, hey, you got it. It's going to probably be something real quiet, real soft. When you're in your quiet time, you may be taking a shower. You may be taking a shower, or you just may be reading a book, or you just have the remote control in your hand. And God or your higher power is going to whisper to you, hey, this is what I want you to do. Take a different path to work tomorrow. This is what I want you to do. I would like you to turn left right here and just experience a different viewpoint, a different perspective. I always use that word perspective, a different perspective of what my life is about, because we tend to become creatures of habit. We take the same way home. We go the same way to work. We wake up the same way. I've been testing and utilizing and making my mind work in different ways. So what I do, because I'm a right-handed person, I'll use my left hand. I'm starting to use my left hand and brush my teeth with my left hand just to get my mind moving along the way, so it doesn't. Because when you begin to research and understand the neuroscience of our body, we are always simply trying to find the simplest form to do an action, especially if it's repetitive. And I'll go into habits a little bit later on. We'll talk about that too. But get your mind to expand. Follow the expansion. So I say, so maybe you just want to brush your teeth with your left hand. Maybe, like for instance, I typically, when I begin to walk, I typically push off my left foot, and maybe it's just become from playing years and years of basketball. I'll typically push off of my left foot, and my first foot to hit will be my right. When I was in the military, it was always, sir, take a 40-inch step with your left foot, sir. So my first step would always be my left foot. And some people are just ambidextrous. I think that's the right word. I think I said it correctly. I don't know. Tell me. Okay. But try different things. If you normally reach out with your right hand, just pick up your fork with your left hand and then put it in your right hand, just to get your mind moving in a different direction. That way you can experience more of what life has to give you. If you are, like I said, if you're left-footed, start with your right foot. When you're going up the stairs, instead of pushing off your left foot to hit with your right foot, you have that first step, push off with your right foot and start with your left foot. So your mind can begin to experience different aspects of life and be present in that moment. When you're going up the stairs, I do this in the morning. I'll sit on the I'll sit on the bed, and I'll just allow my feet to just experience touching the ground. Feeling the carpet. I just let my feet feel the experience of feeling that carpet. So the last thing I'm gonna share with you, and I wrote it down, so I'm gonna probably read. Number one, the mistakes that are holding you back. Number one, okay, yeah, I shared with you the fee, but number one is setting an unrealistic goal. We hit on setting an unrealistic goal. The second one is lack of being specific about what it is that you want to obtain. And I'm saying this, and I'm going to kind of contradict myself, but you don't want to have to be so specific that it's going to pigeonhole you, because I do want you to have some freedom to feel, if source is telling you go a different way, to go a different way. Number three, you don't plan. You don't have a direction. The rudders are just going just going any which way. You don't have a specific direction of where to go, and you're not feeling those experiences. You don't have an accountability partner. So the fourth one, please, if you can, get an accountability partner, a coach. I'm having my daughter to go to a trainer, a physical fitness trainer. And I am learning so much just listening to her trainer teach her about myself. One thing, she was doing pull-ups yesterday, and I've been doing pull-ups the same way my whole life. I'll just grab the bar and I'll just try to power up. But what he told her, and it made so much sense, he said, chest up, chin up, chest up, chin up. And that gives you better posture. What it does for me, because I was having issues with my knees also, by me having my chest up, my abs tight, and my chest back, actually putting my shoulders behind my ears, and it goes all the way down to my hips. It gives me more power in my hips, and my knees takes more pressure off of my knees. So now the power is going from my shoulders to my chest, down through my hips, and which is one of the strongest part of your bodies, which is your core. So now I'm learning that I have to have my core a little stronger. No, not a little stronger, a lot stronger. a lot stronger, that I have to have my core. And number five is to have that all or nothing. Well, since I didn't get I got off track. So I'm just going to give up my resolution, my goal. I'm just going to quit the goal. No, it's not all of nothing. Maybe you are going to have a setback. Maybe you are going in a different direction, which is fine. But just don't give up, don't quit. And again, from the research of neuroscience, for you to have a habit, there's a book called highly effective, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Highly effective people. I can't even think of the author, but somebody put down in there who the author is. But it says takes about 30 days for someone to change a habit. But neuroscience teaches us something different. It teaches us that it's going to take anywhere between 65 and maybe 365 days of continuously. That's why it feels odd when you first start. It does. It feels kind of bonkers when you first start. But it's because it's going to take anywhere typically between, on average, 65 and 365, which means some people can do it less than 65 days. Some people it takes a little more than a year. And what it is, and what your body is doing, is becoming adjusted to taking this action unconsciously. The reason most people quit is because you are consciously thinking, which takes energy. And most times, most people don't want to use that energy to do things. And the body is saying, I have to think to do this. Yes, it is going to take some time. It is not going to happen overnight. And that's why typically within the first month, most people quit their New Year's resolution, because it's going to take, on average, approximately 65 to 365 days before that action becomes a habit without you consciously thinking about it, in your subconscious or unconscious, whatever one you want to call it, takes place and takes a hold where you don't have to think about it, and it just becomes second nature. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, follow. I give you more tips throughout the year. If you have anything that you'd like me to cover, because this year our focus is enjoying life. What I'm discovering is most people, man, we're going to get that bag this year. We're going to make that money. The dictionary shares with you, joy comes before the money. Where most of your life you've been trying to make the money to get the joy. And how has that been working out? Say that one more time. Most times you're trying to make that money to get the joy. I'm sharing with you, and I'm challenging you, have the joy, and then the money will follow the joy. This is your partner, Frankie P. Hey, remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, we're going to what? Feel the experience. We're going to find the enjoyment, and then we're going to follow the expansion. And guess what's going to happen, guys? You're going to change your life. Peace.